the tissue in which we are starting with the plant tissue first today. And the plant tissue में the first tissue is meristematic tissue. Meristematic tissue. In the diagram, we will do this. Okay. So this is our shoot system. This is our root system. Okay. So at the tip or apex, which tissue is present? That is apical meristem. Okay. At the base of leaves and at the internodes, which tissue is present? It is intercalary. Okay. So this tissue is intercalary, and here at the base of stem or the sides, here it is a lateral one. Here it's a lateral one. Okay. So this is our meristematic tissue, which consists of apical, intercalary and lateral. So apical is present on the tip of root or shoot, intercalary at the base of the branch or a leaf, and lateral at the base of the stem. Okay. So apical and this intercalary is basically for increasing length or height of the plant, and the lateral is for increasing the girth of the plant. That is width. Okay. So it is present as a base. Okay, I will just give you the brief again with the help of the diagram, and then we will discuss the question tomorrow. Next is, we have permanent tissue. So permanent, in this permanent, first is simple one, the simple permanent. And in this simple permanent, the first tissue is parenchyma. So parenchyma, these are the cells of parenchyma tissue. See, these are the cells of the parenchyma tissue. They have vacuole. And I have a cytoplasm. Okay, so it is our nucleus, and you can fill it with the cytoplasm, nucleus. This is a vacuole. This is the membrane, cell wall, and here it is present cytoplasm. Okay. So this is our parenchyma tissue. It is where it is present, this parenchyma tissue. It is present in epidermis, cortex, mesophyll, endodermis, pericycle, pith. Okay. So it is present in so many organs. Where this is epidermis, can be endodermis, can be pericycle, can be pith, can be mesophyll of the leaves. ठीक? So what is the function of these? Actually, the function is, basic function is to store the food. But In some plant, it provides buoyancy also, as the air is trapped in it. And in some plant, it has chlorophyll in it. It is known as chlorenchyma to synthesize the food. Princey, now I am teaching this chapter. Let me complete first. Okay? You can ask the doubt regarding why do we fall ill afterwards. So, what is the shape? They are round, they can be spherical, they have large intercellular spaces. The cell wall, we know it is made up of only cellulose, there is no thickening is present in them. Okay? You got the point? So these are the structure of these cells. Now talking about collenchyma, the collenchyma is present. Next, this is parenchyma. Write down, you can write down here, this is parenchyma, the first tissue. Okay? Parenchyma. So the next one is collenchyma. So here I am changing only collenchyma. The collenchyma has the thickening on the walls. These thickenings are irregular and at the corners. They are at the corners and they are not regular ones. And these thickenings are because of the pectin. These thickenings are because of the pectin. Okay. So, what is the function of the collenchyma? Collenchyma, the function is to provide the mechanical strength. Wherever bending of the leaves is necessary, wherever the bending of branches is there, it is present there also. Because it helps basically in the bending. And if we are talking about the dicot stem, then it is present in the hypodermis. ठीक? So they have the cell which are thick wall, but the thickening is irregular at the corner, and this thickening is because of the pectin. Okay, so it is bending and providing the mechanical strength. So next simple permanent tissue is sclerenchyma. So where the sclerenchyma is present? In the veins of the leaves, in the husk of the coconut, you know. So seeds ki covering, in the covering of the nuts. So this is the wall, the cell wall. Let me make some large. Here is the cell wall. Which is actually thickened because of deposition of lignin. See, this is the deposition of lignin present. Okay. So every cell wall is thickened because of this deposition of lignin is present, and because of this deposition of lignin, the new lumen become narrow and the intercellular spaces become less. Like what you can draw here also. We have lignified walls here with the narrow lumen. The narrow lumen. Okay? So we can see the lignified wall. And this wall there is certain spaces known as pits here. These are pits present. Okay? These are pits present and the cell wall is thick. This cell wall we can say it is thick because of deposition of lignin. This is cell wall which is thick. Thus the lumen is narrow. There is a narrow lumen. Okay. There is, you can see here, there is a thick cell wall, narrow lumen. ठीक, क्या provide करती है sclerenchyma? Sclerenchyma is to provide support to the plant. And it is only the dead tissue, the simple permanent tissue which is dead one. Okay, so it provides protection. It provides protection to the delicate part. It provides support to the plant as there is lignified and it is dead one. So taking over now complex permanent tissue. The complex permanent tissue it consists of complex. It consists of first is xylem. So xylem, किसलिए होता है? Xylem is basically for the conduction of the water, and phloem is basically for the conduction of food and minerals. ठीक? And the xylem, the water is conducted unidirectionally, means root to stem. We will do phloem. In the phloem, the food or minerals are conducting bidirectionally, means both. Leaf से ऊपर भी जाएगा, leaf से नीचे भी जाएगा. So food conduction जो होती है बेटे, that is bidirectional, and the conduction of water is unidirectional. So what are the various components of xylem? Xylem consists of xylem fibers, xylem tracheids, xylem parenchyma or vessel, and xylem vessels. So there are four components. What are xylem tracheids, xylem vessels, xylem parenchyma, and next is fibers. So fibers are basically made up of sclerenchyma, which is to support, see, and the tracheids and the vessels is basically for the conduction of water, and parenchyma to help in that. So what is the structure of the xylem? Let us draw the structure of the xylem. So outer, okay, these is the vessels actually, जिनमें the ending is dissolved. The cell wall is dissolved somewhere to form a continuously layer. So there are, this is the cell membrane. It consists of pits here. Okay. So there are tracheids also. There are tracheids also. Okay. Likewise, you can draw a tracheid here also, which also help in the conduction of the water, which is single directional. These are the tracheids. So this are, likewise you will draw here also. See? Now let us draw the xylem fibers. These are the xylem fibers. to provide the mechanical strength as they are made up of parenchyma. And here you can form the parenchyma tissue. It is xylem parenchyma. We have xylem parenchyma. तो parenchyma में हमें पता है क्या होता है? There is a nucleus and vacuole. You can form a double membrane also to show the cell wall and cell membrane. Okay? So these are the various components of xylem, which consists of xylem tracheids. It is xylem tracheids. Okay? The first component is xylem tracheids. Then xylem vessel. And this is cell membrane. These are pits. These are xylem parenchyma. And this is xylem sclerenchyma. That is fibers you can write. Okay? So these are the four components of the xylem, which consist of xylem tracheids, xylem vessels, xylem fibers, and parenchyma. The cell wall is dissolved to make the continuously run of the water, that is mineral, which is single directional. Okay? So this is basically the structure of the xylem. And where it is, xylem is present? Xylem is present in the vascular bundle, है in the center of the vascular bundle of stem, root or leaf. Any center vascular bundle का part है, it is present in the center of stem, leaf or root. Or it is conduction for the water, and the conduction is unidirectional, means it goes from root to the upper part. Okay, bete? Now next complex tissue is phloem. Can anyone tell me the parts of the phloem? What are the parts of the phloem? Can anyone tell me? Phloem. Yes, phloem fibers, you're right. Or phloem fibers, companion cell, sieve tubes. Okay, so there are four parts of the phloem that are sieve tubes, companion cell, parenchyma, and fibers or sclerenchyma. So let us draw the diagram again. So again, likewise, in the xylem, we are having there is sieve tubes. Okay, let us draw. Okay, bete? So these are sieve plates. I am drawing sieve plates. These are sieve plates. To make the conduction of the food easy, there are certain sieve plates present. Looking like, I will draw again as the lines is looking like somewhat. Okay. So this is sieve tubes which have sieve pores. These are sieve pores. This is sieve plate. And there are pits too. Pits. Okay. So next is there will be again xylem, phloem parenchyma. Likewise, there was xylem parenchyma. Now there is phloem parenchyma. This is phloem parenchyma. Okay. Next is here are phloem fibers. Here are phloem fibers. Okay. So this is the companion cell. This is companion cell. Okay. So our phloem tissue consists of the four components. These are companion cells, parenchyma, sclerenchyma, sieve tubes, which have sieve pores, sieve plates. So these consist of these parts. And it helps in the conduction of the food, that is bidirectional on the both sides, and it is present in the vascular tissue which is found in stem, root and leaf. I'm starting with the animal tissue only so we can do the questions as 4 lectures are remaining now. So we should not waste time, and tomorrow we will discuss the question of this chapter. Okay. In the animal tissue, the first tissue is, I'm starting with now animal tissue. The first tissue is beta epithelial tissue. Can anyone tell me epithelial में बेटे कौन सा tissue है first? That is squamous epithelium. Very good. So first tissue is squamous epithelial tissue. हाँ जी, स्ट्रक्चर क्या होता है बेटे? स्क्वैमस के नेम से स्क्वेरिश टाइप ऑफ सेल्स हैं. जो न्यूक्लियोसाइट इज प्रेजेंट इन द सेंटर. ठीक. तो ज्यादातर अकॉर्डिंगली इट इज प्रेजेंट इन द इसोफेगस, इन द लाइनिंग ऑफ द माउथ and food pipe and the skin. Main function of this squamous epithelia is absorptive, कि absorb करने में तभी ये lining वगैरह में present है, और lining बनाने के लिए that it help in the absorption. So it is found in the inner lining of mouth, esophagus. It can form and it can absorb something. It can form the lining, and the cells are sphere type. Let us make it cells. So here we are showing the basement membrane. These are sphere type. The cells are squarish in nature. Okay. The cells are very squarish in nature. Consists of nucleus. Yes, Bisma, you are right. The skin there is stratified. It consists of cytoplasm, ठीक? So now you can label it. So we have cell membrane, nucleus, cytoplasm. This is cell membrane. This is a nucleus. This is cytoplasm. And it is a basement membrane. Main function of this tissue is lining and absorption. The cells are square shaped, and this is our squamous epithelium. So next is columnar epithelium. तो columnar के name से ही shape पता चलेगी बेटे. What is the shape of columnar? Can anyone tell me? What is the shape of columnar? Yes, this is very good provider. Yes, pillar-like, very good. So this is a column-like or a pillar-like which is elongated. ज़्यादा बड़ी होती हैं, इसको हम बड़ी कर देंगे, rectangular shape कर देंगे. तो elongated ज़्यादा होती हैं as compared to wide, ठीक? और जो nucleus है वो भी elongated हो जाता है. जो either sides, it can be present either side or at the base. Okay, so location क्या है? Location is can be the small intestine, large intestine, or your stomach. So these are the location of columnar. Okay, so let us draw the diagram. Again, कुछ फर्क नहीं है, बस इसमें हमने square shape बनाई थी. Now we will draw the column shape or a pillar shape, or we can say rectangular shape. These cells are elongated more, and our nucleus is also elongated. Okay, nucleus side भी होते हैं. The nucleus you have to draw on the side near the base and consist of the cytoplasm. Consists of cytoplasm. Now you can label it. It is a cell membrane. It is with a cytoplasm, and here it is a nucleus, and where it is present, again I am repeating, in the intestine, in the stomach, basement membrane. The location you should know. You know that location question come usually in the exam. So location, nucleus is also elongated. We will do bone, cartilage and ligaments will reach there also. So next is बेटे ciliated. तो इसी में हम ciliated columnar epithelium. So I will write here ciliated columnar epithelium. So what is the difference between columnar? What is difference between ciliated columnar epithelium? It has cilias. तो इसमें cilias हो जाएंगे. Otherwise the structure will be same. ठीक? It is also present in the intestine also. Okay. So we can draw here cilia. Cilia arising from the basal granules. The other structure is same. Okay. So we have cilia arising from the basal granule. This is cilia, and this one is what is called basal granule. Okay, so this is basal granule. So next is bete, after these we have covered squamous epithelium, We have covered columnar epithelium. We have covered ciliated columnar epithelium, which consists of cilia. Now there is cuboidal, cube-like, cuboidal epithelium. Cuboidal epithelium. So cuboidal epithelium is having the basically a cube-like cell, and thus they give us cushiony appearance. They give the cells a cushiony appearance. They have, when we say they are cube-like, they have same length, they have same width, they have same thickness. So cuboidal, if we want to form the cuboidal epithelium, so these are having same length, same width, same height. So you will make some, so it look like as a cushion. So these type of cell give you a cushiony appearance. They consist of again a nucleus, then you will make cytoplasm. Okay. So where they are present, they are basically present in the tubules and ducts. And now let us label it. It is a cell membrane. Cell membrane. It is nucleus. It is cytoplasm. And it is again basement membrane. Okay. So this is cuboidal epithelium. So last epithelium is glandular epithelium. So glandular के name से ही पता चलता है बेटे, will give some secretion, and where they are present, where there are glands are present. Okay, where there are glands are present, the glandular epithelium will be present, and they help in the secretion. So next is our glandular epithelium. Glandular epithelium. ओके, सो इसमें हमारे पास वो चीजें होंगी, secretion हो सकती है. So it will consist of, yes, it will consist of cilia, it will consist of mucus, जहाँ से आपका there should be a gland जहाँ से आपका mucus secrete हो रहा होगा. तो जहाँ पे भी secretion हो रही है, चाहे ducts हैं, चाहे कुछ भी है, so they are present there only. Network problem if the voice is not audible. Now it is audible. So the next we will take over this topic glandular epithelium tomorrow. Okay then.